Good afternoon. Here we are at the end of another day. And here we are, December, I guess it's the 31st because it's the last day of the year. This is Sunday. And I couldn't help but just take this video of this amazing sunset. And felt like I could see it about to appear, and I thought, let me just start and capture it. But anyway, many times I don't like to get in the video, but I would just like to take this moment. I got my friend Bradley with me. I may see if Bradley gets in here with me. We've been working today. It actually is Sunday, but we had a project that we needed to do, and Bradley was able to come help me. And just as I look all the way around, I love Bradley's cap. Brad, you have to come in this video with me. Check out, turn your cross to the front, because you let your hair grow back out. So come here, let me get you in the video. There you go. Back up just right there. That's good, that's perfect. So Bradley wears this cross proudly, and if you notice his hair, he got it cut a while back, and we may lead up to that, because as we just look at this sunset, I'm reminded of one night when I met Bradley, and he could probably add to it more than me. I was set up preaching at Bowles parking lot, and he was doing, is it Uber, DoorDashing. And he drove up, and anyway, just, I'm gonna let him add any more about that if you'd like to, but I guess it's been a little over 2 years, maybe. His wife was pregnant at the time, and his son's now going on 2. Is that right?
2.
But anyway, just as we get to see this breathtaking of a sunset, look at it now. How much has it changed in the last 5 minutes?
A lot.
And even since I've started recording, it's changed. Again, the last day of the year. And if I think back many times to the last day of the year, I've always recapped my last year, maybe things I've wasted time on. Many times I was hunting, but it was early in the morning. Best memories where I was reflecting back on New Year's Eve morning. And Brad, I'm gonna come this way just a little bit. Look at them swishes over there. It's just anywhere you want to look. There's been many people noticing the skylines in the last year, and I would almost say it's probably been 6 or 7 years that I've been amazed with the various sky lit evenings. Many people are talking about seeing angels, various forms of, wow, look at it now. Bradley was in there reading. I don't think he knew that. I said, we can't leave. We got to stay and watch this sunset. And normally the camera, to me, really captures better imagery. I'm going to blow up a little bit. But as I look over this power line and kind of these bigger trees right here, there's just these swishes is what I would say. If I was a painter and I knew how to paint, I would just, and I've watched, what's his name? The guy that did the trees. Let's put a little tree right here. Bob somebody, I believe his name is Bob. Let's put a little tree right here, and he would just talk as he painted. And now look at it. Just, I mean, to me, it just don't get no better than this. So Bradley's been with me here today at this location. I heard a dog bark. I think that's the loudest thing we've heard today is that dog bark, besides the racket that we were making or noise that we were making in a project that we did or were doing. I just listened to the stillness. I've made many videos here and the geese would come flying in or they would get up and leave. Look at the little swishes at the tree line, Bradley. You see them, just them little waves of swishes? Almost like an ocean kind of curling up just to break over. Sometimes I make videos and I have good intention to put them on YouTube, but then I realize, you know, it's just, you know, people would think, man, that guy's got to be crazy. I listened to Liberty yesterday with Spirit Moves Ministries, and she says, I'm not weird. I'm really not weird, but I'm weird. And she says, I don't mean to be weird, but I'm really not weird. And she just kind of went back and forth. And I'm thinking, oh my God, this girl's gone crazy. And she says, at least I'm not having to cook my food with dung as Ezekiel did. And she was referring to the role that she has compared to the role of Ezekiel in the Bible where he cooked his food on dung. You know what I mean? He cooked his food on dung. And he was trying to warn the people, hard times are coming. Hard times are coming. And speaking of coming, here comes a vehicle that's coming in our driveway. Bradley, tell me what's on your mind if you'd like. Just come here and you don't have to be in the camera, but go back, if you don't mind, I want to talk about your cross. Tell me about your shirt your wife gave you.
She got me a couple of. I can't even remember what it says exactly. Something about the devil whispered in my ear about the fights I couldn't fight or I wouldn't make it, and then it said I whispered in the devil's ear that I'm a man of God and I walk by the Spirit and I am the storm. So
I'm looking at his shirt he wears on.
Sure,
He's got on.
Different one.
For God so loved the world, he gave us. Is that it? John 3:16. Mm-hmm. Yeah, John 3:16. So he's wearing a shirt there now. It says John 3:16 on it, and that is a good moment to just to speak of where Nicodemus goes to Jesus in the middle of the night, and a couple of verses I remember is where Jesus tells Ezekiel a man must be born. John 3:3, born again, reborn, however it words it in the Bible. I should know that, but anyway. And Nicodemus says, how can I enter my mother's womb again? And Jesus goes on to tell him what he's speaking of. And it says, are you not the teacher of the law and you don't know these things? But it talks about being born by the Spirit. Bradley would help me set up in the parking lot, tear down. One night we stayed all night. We stayed till about 5:30. And at that particular time, it was my understanding it was going to be an eclipse. But the way I had factored the days in the mornings, I had my dates wrong. It was the night before. But he and I stood out there with his daughter, and we just played music and enjoyed the time together, getting to know one another. He showed me how to play different songs that he kind of liked. I got into Texas, and a friend of mine out there that I met, when I shared some of the music that Bradley liked, Brian T being one of them, and it was a great connection for me and that other guy. I'm struggling with his name. I'm terrible with names today. But you can see the brightness actually fading back, nowhere around us per se, except for at the sun itself, or the due west where the sun is setting. Sun is going down on this last day of this 2023. Tomorrow will be 2024. January 1, 2024. Look at the waves right at the tree line. See how bright it is there? There.
Right there at the bottom.
Yeah, that's an unusual. I'm gonna zoom in just to. Wow, the camera just shifted. In the bottom left corner, right at the base of them two big trees, it looks like lava in this camera. Look at it. Look at it. Looks like lava coming up on them trees.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what all that looks like.
Yeah, yeah. That looks like an ocean wave, either breaking away or breaking to us almost. But with the trees here, it's like flowing lava. Not that I've ever seen lava except on TV, but
oh, it looks like a lake of lava.
A lake of lava, yeah. I told Bradley, I said, we got to wait here. I see this becoming an amazing moment. Again, spending the day with Bradley helping me, and so many people like Bradley came up and said they wanted to do more. They wanted to serve more. Do you remember saying that?
I do.
Okay. And there was Hector was one, and Stephen was the first one that ever reached out to me. Look at that, man. Now and the camera's looking better. If I stay off the fence and nothing but that, look at that. Now it almost looks like as you said, a lake.
Exactly what it looks like, a lake of lava.
Other than a tilt. Other than a tilt. If I had to tilt exactly the same as the camera, in proportion, without the skyline. So Bradley's been learning Hebrew. Why don't you tell me about that, Bradley? Tell me what your desire is.
Well, I'm studying Hebrew so I can go back to original scriptures. I feel like a lot of things that we have now, or what we have been handed down, may not be 100% correct. I feel like a lot of things can get lost in translation, and you can get false information that way as well. So my way of digging for the truth, finding out what the truth really is learning the language that the Bible was originally written in, which is multiple languages, but you got to start somewhere. And Hebrew is where I chose to start my journey on that.
And I can really appreciate what Bradley's saying, because I've been following another guy. His channel on YouTube is Overcoming Babylon. Overcoming Babylon. And he actually can read the Hebrew. And you know, one thing unique about Hebrew is it's not so much letters as we see the letters as other languages, but mainly it starts and goes from right to left, where we go from left to right.
And it's more symbols.
It is symbols with, and numbers and letters can mean the same thing. So I understand. As it's waning more in the naked eye, or as much, the lake of lava is just again, if you just take the trees completely out, it's still now it just almost looks perfectly like a lake. Mm-hmm. Again, with my camera being just a little tilted, because lakes would be level, but you get the idea. 14.5 minutes. I was telling Bradley a little bit about my Israel trip today, and wanting to go back before long. And there's so much going on in Israel, Syria, Lebanon, the Persian Gulf, the Mediterranean Sea. We have warplanes constantly in the air. We have some of the biggest fleets in that area that we've ever had. But I'm afraid that we've left our borders completely open. Even now, we're focused on other things, other places, and I question how safe are we here in America. We've been attacked from the inside, if you will, in more ways than one, mainly with the government. But in 15 minutes, we went from almost 20 minutes, because you could see the skyline starting to shape up, and you've got to watch this 15 minutes here now from when I turned the camera on. If I hadn't had to tuck my shirt in and get my coat on, I would have caught some of the very beginning. But just as it disappeared, that was the way it appeared a while ago in the short time we've been standing here. And besides us talking, and besides the vehicle coming in and the dog barking,
Pretty peaceful.
Frogs, dogs, cars in the distance. But all the red, God just turned the sun off, for us at least. The sun never goes out, it just goes around and around till it comes back up again. There's a shaking going on, and there's a shaking coming. I was telling Bradley something that I'm pretty sure I heard last night, that I'll just use the word. I said Memphis, didn't I? I said Memphis, Tennessee. Watch Memphis. Wouldn't want to be there. I wouldn't want to be in New York Square. I wouldn't want to be around any large group of people tonight or in the days ahead. I'll figure out how to end this button besides just pushing that red button that says stop. Coyotes are one of the main things you hear out here. They pack up all through the night. You can hear coyotes. I pray, and it's my prayer that you've had a good 2023. From COVID 2020, March the 11th, to now, it's been a hard time for many. Look at Israel, what they've going through or still overcoming with October the 7th. Tomorrow brings a new day.
There's a lot of eyes on Israel right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a reason for it.
I pray you have a happy new year. God bless you till next time, BLOWEN Ministries. Just enjoying another beautiful sunset with my friend Bradley as we spent today. I'm going to take him home, and we got a few fireworks and see how that goes. I pray that you're all safe. Stay warm. Until next time. Which would be next year, 2024. You'll be writing 2024 to close out again, December the 31st, 2023. BLOWEN Ministries. Love you. God bless you.